Welcome to CCN Midday News. I am your host, Captivating Krishna. Here are some of your top stories for today, April 6th. The Trump administration didn't order ventilators or masks until mid-March. 70% of people killed in Chicago by the coronavirus are black. Amazon white-collar employees are fuming over the management targeting a fired warehouse worker. A man who narrated an explicitly filled video depicting people not social distancing is arrested. And a New Mexico man who tried to set his disabled wife on fire in a rage when he did not qualify for the coronavirus stimulus check. Louisiana pastor holds services again, attracting hundreds despite the arrest. And two French doctors suggest the virus vaccine test in Africa. Walmart shopper spits and coughs on employees over a billing dispute at register. Let's get to the news. In recent weeks, Donald Trump has moved from dismantling the threat posed to Americans by the coronavirus to styling himself as a wartime president. Until mid-March, new reports revealed that he was planning to send the army into battle without only a fraction of the weapons and armor they needed. On Sunday, the Associated Press reported that the government largely failed to place a bulk order of the N95 respirator masks, ventilators, and other medical equipment vital to those treating the coronavirus patients until mid-March, according to the federal purchasing contracts. The Washington Post reported that the Trump administration received its first briefing about the outbreak in China back in January 3rd. On March 12th, the day before the Trump administration finally declared a national emergency due to the pandemic, the Department of Health and Human Services placed its first bulk order with 3M for $4.8 million worth of the N95 masks. 9 days later, when there were over 30,000 confirmed cases in the country, it placed a larger second order for $173 million. Those masks would have added to the nation's stockpile, which was created back in 1999 in anticipation of a potential effort from the Y2K computer bug and expanded following 9/11. The federal government still isn't sharing any official statistics regarding the racial breakdown of the coronavirus deaths, but this information is starting to seep out of the local levels from some states and cities, showing that the pandemic is disproportionately killing Black Americans and other communities of color. In Chicago, new data released on Saturday showing that 70% of people who have died from the COVID-19 in the city were Black, according to a report. Black people make up 29% of the city's total population. Similar numbers are emerging elsewhere in New York, the epicenter of the coronavirus in the United States. The highest concentration of infection has been in the low-income neighborhoods and big immigrant populations. In Wisconsin, Milwaukee County, 81% of the people killed by the virus have been Black, according to Politica investigation. Although just 26% of the country's population identifies as Black, in Michigan, where Black people make up 12% of the population, 40% of those killed have been Black, many of them in the city of Detroit. Some Amazon corporate employees are angry and disgusted over how their company is handling an escalating labor dispute at its warehouses, where factory workers or facility workers say that the company is not doing enough to protect them from the exposure to the COVID-19, otherwise known as the coronavirus. In company emails, lists, and group chats on Thursday and Friday, the Amazon white-collar workers have expressed dismay over a report by Vice News that the company's top lawyer had referred to a recent fired warehouse worker as not smart or articulate, and implied that executives should use that to help squander workers' unionization's efforts. Amazon's general counsel had used that language to describe the fired warehouse worker, Christian Smalls, in notes from a meeting on Wednesday attended by the top Amazon executives, including the CEO Jeff Bezos. In the wake of the revelation of these revelations, stunned Amazon corporate employees aired their disappointment in leadership. Police arrested a man behind a YouTube video narrating a large gathering Friday night and charged him with violating the governor of Ohio's stay-at-home order. Rashawn Davis, age 25, was arrested Saturday afternoon and charged with a misdemeanor according to police records. Videos of Friday's crowd surfaced Saturday morning depicting the group for not following the social distancing rule. People stood on cars and danced to music. "This is how we do it in the city, man," Davis said on the videos. "We don't give a bleep about the coronavirus." Police documents say that Davis did not only violate the order issued by the state director of health requiring people to stay at home unless engaged in essential activities, he encouraged others to violate the order as well. Joe Macias, age 63, allegedly doused his wife with gasoline and tried to set her on fire after he learned he did not qualify for a stimulus check. He had been drinking beer when he asked his wife for the car keys, but she refused to hand them over, causing him to say that "you're going to pay the consequences." He left, and when he returned with a can of gas, he used it to douse his wife and the trailer with before unsuccessfully flicking a lighter. He was charged with attempted murder, kidnapping, and aggressive battery against a household member. A Louisiana pastor held church services on Sunday, bringing together hundreds of worshipers despite the statewide stay-at-home order to mitigate the spread of the coronavirus. Pastor Tony Spelling told churchgoers at the Life Tabernacle Church near Baton Rouge that they had nothing to fear but fear itself. Louisiana has become a hotspot for the coronavirus outbreak with at least 13,000 cases and 477 deaths as of Sunday. Spell was arrested last week for holding church services in violation of the governor's stay-at-home order for gatherings of less than 10 people. And 2 French doctors have been accused of racism for suggesting that a potential vaccine for the coronavirus should start being tested on people in Africa. Here's a clip of the controversy.
Faire cette étude en Afrique où il n'y a pas de masque, pas de traitement, pas de réanimation, un peu comme c'est fait d'ailleurs pour certaines études dans le sida, où chez les prostituées, on essaye des choses parce qu'on sait elles sont hautement exposées et elles ne se protègent pas. Qu'est-ce que vous en pensez ?
Alors vous avez raison, et d'ailleurs on est en train de réfléchir en parallèle à une étude en Afrique justement pour faire ce même type d'approche avec le BCG, un placebo. Je pense qu'il y a un appel d'offres qui est sorti, il va sortir, et je pense qu'on va en effet sérieusement réfléchir à ça aussi. Ça n'empêche pas qu'en parallèle on puisse réfléchir à une étude aussi en Europe et en Australie.
All right, so Walmart shopper spits and coughs at employees over a billing dispute at the register. There's nothing more to talk about. Here's the clip just in case you haven't seen it or you have seen it. Here it is once again, and I'll get back to the rest of the news.
In the aisle. Do it. Do it. No, I wouldn't. My husband knows a lot more than yours does. And look, you can't even take your carpet out very well.
Once again, thank you for watching CCN Midday News. Hope you enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also hit that notification button so you will never miss another news update. Have a great day. Peace.